Hey everybody, it's the Zen Witch. I am here with another unboxing video and following up on last week's, I'm doing them in reverse order actually of when they were published, but following up on last week's Sacred Path cards. This is medicine cards. Yeah, wrong thing. Hold on. Okay. This is the medicine cards, medicine card deck, authored by Jamie Sams. And I have two different colored books here, and I have two different decks here. These are two of the three copies I had of this. The first one I bought, which was this one, and then somebody gave me, I think I bought the second one because the second edition has more animals in it, and then somebody also gave me another copy of this one, which I gave to my son. I think I gave it to my son, my daughter or my son. At any rate, this is the first one. And when we were looking at the Sacred Path cards last week, that was HarperCollins in like 1990. I think those were published. The first iteration of this deck, without the hair, it is published by Bear and Company in Santa Fe, New Mexico, and that was in 1988. So this is the first iteration of the medicine cards. The second iteration is yet a third publisher, St. Martin's Press. So we went from Bear and Company, and then we went to Bear and Company 88, and then we went and did the Sacred Path cards with HarperCollins, and then we came back in 1999, and it was republished by St. Martin's Press. So very interesting that we've got so many publishers involved here. As you see, we've got lots and lots and lots of blank cards. So the first publication of the deck, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 blank cards. So you can put your own things in, and these are not in order, but we'll just go through. Hummingbird, bat, dolphin, swan. They're not terribly out of order. Oh, yeah, they are. Skunk, snake, bear. I should do this with the second iteration because it has more animals. All right, I'm going to stop. So this is the first deck that has 44, I think. Yes, 44 cards. Let's skip over to this one that actually came in a box as well. I don't remember how this one came. It might have been in a box that just you got rid of once you took the cards out, and then there wasn't anything else to keep them in, because I don't remember there being a box. And as you can see, we have a very different situation here. First publication, you see they're not shiny. They're dull, even with the big glary light that I have there. Very papery. There's the backs. And very pastel kind of colors. Now, let's look at the second version. The colors are brighter. You can tell the difference. There's a plastic coating there. The backs are very much darker. All right, so definite change in quality. I have no argument with the quality of these. And yet, these are an improvement, maybe. I mean, it makes them kind of sticky. These slide off each other very nicely. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So still the 9 blank cards. And I don't think, if you look at the different things on the hoop here, the things hanging off of the hoop, I don't think those have any particular significance. I could be wrong. I will look for that now, but they're all different, and there are different ones that are repeated, but I don't know that those have special significance of what's hanging off the hoop. All right. Lynx. Again, these are not in order. I'll put them down here. Porcupine, grouse, horse, dog. And right quick, I want to look here and see how many we have in this deck, how many more animals. This has 52. So we've got 8 more. Dog, mountain lion. So 52 down to 45. Let's pay attention to what those cards are, because those are new animals. Raven, swan, Black Panther, that's a new one. So here we're coming out of North America and going down into South America. I think the original deck was more centered in like Eastern North America Indians, or Eastern North American, just North American inland, rather than, broader native cultures of this hemisphere. Lizard, bear, owl, rabbit, skunk, turkey. Not paying attention. Numbers, stop me if you see one go by. Ant, mouse, moose, turtle, butterfly, jaguar, another. So jaguar, I mean, actually, Black Panther, that's kind of a double. That's interesting, because where did you go? Because Black Panther, a Black Panther is a jaguar. It's a black jaguar. Interesting. Squirrel, fox. The squirrel was one of the originals. Crow, whale, armadillo, dragonfly, dolphin, weasel, badger. Oh, I didn't know there was a badger. Hawk, frog. I haven't had these cards out in a long time. Coyote, spider, wolf, antelope, blue heron. So that starts the new ones. And I have a vibe with blue heron. That's interesting. Alligator. Wow, it's hard to believe that wasn't in before. Salmon, that's a new one. Wild boar is a new one. Snake, eagle, bat. Prairie dog was one of the additions. Deer, elk, raccoon is new. Yeah, how could you leave that out of anything that's North American native traditions? Raccoons are ubiquitous here. Buffalo, otter, hummingbird, beaver, and opossum. So all the newest ones, I don't feel like I caught all of them. The newer ones from the original deck are heron, raccoon, prairie dog, wild boar, salmon, alligator, jaguar, and black panther. Yes, I did. I guess I did catch them all. Okay, so let's look at the book here. You will notice a similarity in this book to the Sacred Path cards, just the format of how they talk about each one. So she talks about animal medicine. To understand the concept of medicine in the Native American way, one must redefine medicine. The medicine referred to in this book is anything that improves one's connection to the great mystery and to all life. This would include the healing of body, mind, and of spirit. This medicine is also anything that brings personal power, strength, and understanding. It is the constant living of life in a way that brings healing to the Earth Mother and to all of our associates, family, friends, and fellow creatures. Native American medicine is an all-encompassing way of life, for it involves walking on the Earth Mother in perfect harmony with the universe. Our fellow creatures, the animals, exhibit habit patterns that will relay these messages of healing to anyone astute enough to observe their lessons on how to live. The precious gifts of true medicine are free. Each lesson is based on one major idea or concept, and for the sake of simplicity, each animal has been assigned one of these lessons. In reality, each animal in creation has hundreds of lessons to impart, and all those lessons are powers that can be called upon. So she talks about just relating to animals and pulling cards. And I have to say, I relate to animals an awful lot, and this is one of the decks that I will go to. For instance, now, this is one of those things where you say, oh, if a hawk comes flying through, like literally you see a hawk, go, look up something in the cards. But the truth of the matter is we see hawks around here every day. There are many. We live right up next to the woods. We feed the birds. They come to eat. Everybody eats when they come to our house. We go down the highway, and there are trees next to the highway, and we always see hawks. So, I mean, they're not like every second of every day, but when I see a hawk, for me, it is the call to pay attention. Pay attention, spirit's watching, spirit's listening. So I just kind of, it calls me to mindfulness, and some say they're the messenger of the gods. So it's, spirit saying, hey, pay attention, listen, I'm trying to talk to you. Okay. But, if you've got like dog and you have a dog in your house, are you going to look up dog every time you see your dog? No, you're not. So again, things like when it gets loud, for instance, I was coming home the other day, and in one, whoops, in one like half-mile stretch of road in the middle of the day, first I saw a deer. She was standing on the side of the road deciding if she should cross, and I slowed down, and she decided to go back into the woods. So that was great. Immediately after, 100 yards down the road, there's a tree, huge red tail sitting in the tree. Immediately after that, there's another tree with another huge red tail sitting in the tree. So it's like, okay, when they come in multiples, and when it's just like something that really grabs your attention, that's when I go to look for things. Because, like, I'm sure in some bird deck or something, there's a cardinal that means something, but we have cardinals outside our window all day long. So I'm not going to look to their appearance as something to bring me special information, you know. So anyway, it depends on how creatures show up in your life. If you dream about them, certainly time to look something up. When they show up and it's something unusual that you don't get to see very often, or when they show up at a particular time, like if I'm driving down the road and there's something going on and I'm thinking about a particular thing, and suddenly I look up and there's a deer, or there's a stag, because we don't see them as often. That, it's the things that are like attention getting, or that coincide when you've got something in particular on your mind. Those are the ones that you pay attention to. Those are the ones that I pay attention to. So there's a thing here on picking your 9 totem animals. God, picking your 9 totem animals. And this is a thing where, they have you, she has you meditate, and then you're asking for your 9 totems. And these are for the 7 directions, and, above and below. East, south, west, north, above, below, within, and then right side and left side. And these are supposed to be for life. So it's kind of like, oh, these are the animals I get, and that's all there is to it. But the right side and left side, she tells you to, you can pick your own. You can make them the ones, if you have ones that you really vibe with and they didn't show up in the original reading, you can pick those 2. So she talks about the medicine wheel and medicine shield. And then she tells you some spreads. There's a pathway spread, a sun lodge, moon lodge, butterfly, Father Sky, Mother Earth. And then she talks about contrary cards. So the, upside down, reversed. Couldn't come up with a word there. Blank shield cards, about how you can fill out if there's an animal that really is one of your messengers and they're not in this deck, you can put them in there. All right, let's talk to somebody. Let's do 3 quick shuffles and then a cut. 1, somebody come out and talk to me, please. Give a message to everybody that's watching this right now. What animal wants to come and give a message to the people that are watching right now? Cut, yes. Badger. I was saying I didn't realize there was a badger in there. That's because I have a soft spot for Hufflepuffs. Let's see. 29, and that is 153. Badger, aggressiveness. Okay, Badger, let's put you where everybody can see you. And like the Sacred Path cards, each card has a little verse here, and then she talks about stories. There's a lot of stories in here that are really nice. Um, this is weird. Okay, sometimes the print in this book is different from one page to the next. I don't know if you can see that. Very strange. Okay, so badger, badger, badger. Until you reach your goal, know the inner power that lives in your soul. Badger is vicious and attacks with powerful aggression. Badger is quick to anger and quicker to pounce. The power of Badger's medicine is aggressiveness and the willingness to fight for what it wants. The very thought of facing Badger makes other animals run for cover. Like Skunk, Badger's reputation precedes it. Its hissing fangs will tear less aggressive opponents to shreds. Badger is the medicine of many powerful medicine women, for Badger is also the keeper of the medicine roots. Badger sees all the roots of Mother Earth's healing herbs hanging in its burrow home. These roots are a key to aggressive healing. It's interesting because I was thinking today about I'm planning in my head a video that I want to do about herbal magic, herbal spell work. Roots can ground negative energy into the earth by allowing illness to pass through a body into the ground as neutral energy. Badger medicine people are quick to act in a crisis and they do not panic. If Badger is a part of your medicine, you are quick to express your feelings and you do not care what the consequences are. Badger people oftentimes insist on carrying the ball for the touchdown. This attitude, however, does not endear them to their teammates. So if Badger is part of your medicine, that means if you picked him as a personal medicine animal. Badger medicine may also point to the aggressive healer who will have the courage to use unconventional means to exact a cure. Like the mother who sits for days nursing a child with high fever, Badger is willing to persist. Badger people can be vicious gossips or may exhibit a chip on the shoulder syndrome if they're out of balance. You can be sure that people with Badger medicine will be aggressive enough to make it to the tops of their chosen fields because they do not give up. They are also the finest healers because they will use any and all methods to ensure healing and will not give up on the critically ill. So it goes more into the, okay, well, I'm practically there. A Badger person is often the boss and the one that everyone fears. That same boss will surely keep the company afloat. Badger gets the job accomplished. Badger's certainty is a source of strength. So all of that was about your personal, if Badger is your personal medicine. Now, if Badger has pushed its way into your cards today, so this is just a reading, temporary reading, it may be telling you that you have been too meek in trying to reach some goal. Badger asks you how long you're willing to sit and wait for the world to deliver your silver spoon. In this medicine, the key is to become aggressive enough to do something about your present state of affairs. Badger is teaching you to get angry in a creative way and say, I won't take it anymore. Ooh, is this a message for us right now? You must follow up by keeping your eye on the goal. Honor the healing process as you express those inner feelings. Be aggressive, but don't cut others to ribbons on the way. That is too much aggression. Use your anger to stop your lolling around so that your doldrums of apathy are a thing of the past. Badger is a powerful medicine when properly used for self-improvement. Remember that Badger may be signaling a time when you can use your healing abilities to push ahead in life. Heal yourself by aggressively removing the barriers that don't grow corn. That's a quote. Cut away the dead wood and use Badger's aggression to seek new levels of expression. Use Badger's medicine roots to keep grounded and centered in the process. Okay, so a message that's coming through to me here, and I've been mentioning keto here and there in the last few reviews. We nosedived off keto diet over the holidays, willingly and consciously. And I will put a video that's just strictly about keto. But we've done the ketogenic diet for nearly 2 years. I've lost 50 pounds or more. And it really changed my life. It changed my fibromyalgia. It changed my pain levels. The brain fog that I've been experiencing in these videos, I am attributing to not being on keto anymore because my brain is eating glucose now. And boy, have I been slamming the sugar. Oof. On ketogenic diet, my brain eats ketones, which is a much healthier fuel for your brain. It leaves you much more clear-headed. So Badger here, I mean, we are, the aggression, I am aggressively eating the last of the candy, so it's gone. So it's telling me that yes, it's time to get this head of steam going. My husband and I mean, I've used the word doldrums because it's just like brain fog. My legs are heavy, all this kind of shit. It's time to get back into the keto. And I know that within the first couple weeks, I'm going to lose at least 12 pounds of water weight because I feel it. I'm dragging it around. So that's a message for me, is to be aggressive with that. And also just about my channel and the things that I want to do and the teachings that I want to put out and the structure of it all and, building this business. So that's what Badger's telling me. If you want to tell me what Badger's message for you was, put it in the comments down below. I promise I will answer. I promise I will. Remind me that I asked you to do that because this video will be up weeks after I shoot it, probably. But yeah, this, I mentioned in the Sacred Path cards that this is a companion deck. They're the same size and shape. You can actually shuffle them together and do a reading, a combination of the two, or pick, one of the Sacred Path for a particular thing, the medicine cards for an animal spirit to, help you with something. You can use them in a bunch of ways, and they're wonderful decks. I think these are some of the classics that you should really have in your collection. Medicine cards really are a classic. They were groundbreaking as far as Native American spirituality. Same with the Sacred Path cards. So yes, I highly recommend them. They feel like, they were some of the ones that were here first, and I really feel like everybody ought to have one. They are still in print, as are Sacred Path cards. So go get yourself some. I think it's always a good thing when we are looking to connect with nature and when we are paying attention to the animals that are coming into our view and asking, what does this mean? How am I connected with this? How is synchronicity at work here and bringing me a message? So thanks for sticking around. I will have another video up either Monday or Friday, whatever day you're looking at this. Well, this would be an oracle, so this should be up on Monday, right? I think Monday's tarot. This should be up on a Friday. No video on Monday. New videos every Monday and Friday. How's that? And new topics coming all the time. New live streams. Tomorrow, my computer will be hardwired. So that means that I should have blazing fast speed to put up more videos and to do more live streams. Definitely want to do more live streaming in the near future. So I appreciate your attention. Please subscribe if you have not already. Please like my videos and share them with people that you think might also like them. I think we're kind of starting to build a little virtual coven here. That's my aim anyway. So I will see you the next time around. Thanks for being here. This is the Zen Witch. Blessed be.